Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 28th installment of what I like to call Ticked Off Thins Tuesdays, where we take a look at various responses to this question.
You fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
As per tradition, we will be deploying Punchy, the Punch Pillow. How's it going there, Punchy? I'm doing a lot better than you are. Look at that stupid haircut. Hey, how dare you? I like it. I don't need to have hair on my head. All I need is mustache. Let's get our bingo scorecards ready. How many exists? My man's so hot. I'm so confident. I wear revealing clothes. Do you think we're gonna have? One of you in the comments below, please keep score for us. Alright, I'm getting a little too angry. The only thing that can calm me down is applying comb to mustache.
You fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Literally this right here.
What, that roll that you have, dude? Lots of people have that. Not today, Satan. This is a dojo, not a bakery. Therefore, there will be no rolls here.
So in the summer, this is how I dress. All right. Now, obviously, this is sleepwear. Okay.
Of course, the Bob's Burgers shirt is sleepwear. Of course, it'd be ridiculous to go out in public in a Bob's Burgers shirt, right? We wear our fancy Family Guy clothes to go outside.
Okay, or like hanging out at housewear. But I always have a little bit of stomach showing. It's hot in Kentucky.
It's hot in Kentucky. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I personally don't get offended or angry when I see people with skin hanging out. I know that it's hot. I know people are just trying to be comfortable. I don't personally take offense to it. It's whatever to me.
And you would think I am committing a crime.
Well, you did kill a couple people back there. Okay, so giving people whiplash is not a crime. They drove by and they saw what you were wearing and they were like, oh, God, I strained my neck. Hey, I take that as a compliment. If you injure yourself just to get a look at me...
You would think I'm taking a rock and beating it against small children because of...
Well, you know, beating kids to death with a rock, showing a little bit of belly, you know, same thing.
This. It's just hot. I don't want to be uncomfortable.
So take it off then. Take it all off. You ain't offending me. You still want to take it off if I get like this? I'm like, okay, go ahead. Take it off, dude. Go ahead. That's the antidote to anybody that wants to show a lot of skin. You're just like, okay, go ahead. No, don't be bothered by me, dude. I'm just sitting here watching you. It ain't weird. You're making it weird, dude. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
That I know I'm fat and hot.
What do you do that really pisses off thin people? And then she says, that I know that I'm fat and hot. That I know. So the first one we had was I wear revealing clothing. That's one that we're familiar with. And now we have a I'm so hot one, which we are also familiar with. So add those to the tally.
They really don't like that I know those things about myself.
Is that a fact? Or do they just dislike that you're saying those things? Nobody likes somebody who's all conceited. Whether you're attractive or not is irrelevant. Being conceited is annoying. Like you're hanging out with your friend and it's hot outside and you're like, man, it sure is hot out here, dang. Thanks, I am hot. I have been working out. What? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the sun, you idiot. Yeah, I am bright and radiant like the sun. Get out.
Because they want to be the first ones who have told me either of those things.
Oh yeah? Are we all rushing to be the first person to tell you that you're hot and overweight? Which one do you want us to tell you?
Because if they're telling me I'm fat, it's because they want to hurt my feelings, like I don't know. Or if they're telling me I'm pretty, they want me to feel like grateful.
Okay, so you can't take a compliment either because you're too insecure to accept that it's true. If you can't take a compliment, it's because you're insecure. Somebody's like, wow, you're looking really good. And you're like, I don't need you to tell me that. Like, dude, Clearly you do need somebody to tell you that if that's how you respond.
As if I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that's what you say when somebody says that you're good looking. You say, "Shh, as if I don't know." Like, really? That's how you respond when somebody gives you a compliment? Hey, Frank, good job on that promotion, man. I heard that you got it. Hell yeah, good job, dude. Yeah, duh. I don't need you to tell me I did a good job, you idiot. Jeez. Wow, you can really suck the life out of the room, can't you, Frank? Nobody can say anything positive around you. You ever met somebody like that? They just suck the life out of the room. No matter what you say, there's some sort of negative retort. Or the kind of person that you just can't tell anything. I already know everything. You can't tell me anything. I will argue with you about literally nothing.
Babes, I own a mirror.
Oh, stop. Dude, stop. This is one of the most insecure displays that we've seen yet. I know how hot I am. I own a mirror. Dude, stop it.
I'm fat and I'm hot. It's crazy.
Hey, as long as you believe that, huh? That's what really matters. That's what I used to tell this coworker that I used to work with who was always fluffing herself up and being like, I'm smarter than the average bear. My retort was always, it's good that you think that. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
When they say things like, I feel so fat, I'm getting so fat, I wholeheartedly co-sign with, I'm like, yeah, girl, I don't want to say anything, but it look like you're trying to join the big girl club. You want?
That's a great way to respond to that. I love that. God, I feel so fat. I shouldn't have eaten those cookies. That is an understatement. You definitely shouldn't have eaten those cookies. Look at you. Yeah, I just feel like, sometimes... Wait a minute. What? What the heck is that supposed to mean? Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but, yeah. That's when you should look somebody up and down, right? We're always hearing these stories of how somebody looked somebody else up and down. It should be reserved for when somebody's like, man, I feel so fat. You just look them up and down, you're like, how about that?
Want me to, slide your application? And they hate it.
They hate it.
Because here's the thing. For a lot of people, fat is shorthand for ugly. So they're not looking for someone to tell them you're not fat because they're 110 pounds. They know they ain't fat. What they want to hear is, oh no, you're fine. You look great. I'm not about to play that game with you.
Okay, so we've seen this one before too. We don't hear this type of story as often, but we have seen this type of story before where somebody's like, when somebody says that they're fat around me, I just ignore them or I say, yeah, you are looking a little plump there, instead of giving them the compliment that they're fishing for.
And that's the same reason why people are uncomfortable when you can call yourself fat. They'll say, oh no, don't say that, you're beautiful. Bitch, I never said I wasn't. But yeah, co-sign a skinny person calling themselves fat and see how quickly they get mad.
You could call me fat all you want, it's not bothering me. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Exist.
Ugh. How dare you exist? Can we make it through one episode without exist? By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear the dog snoring in the background. I can hear it clear as day, so I'm not sure if the microphone is picking it up.
Eat.
Exist. And eat. Okay, what else? How about my man so hot? You got that?
Have the audacity to ever feel confident.
Okay, you have confidence, right? More answers that we've heard a million times. Go on.
Breathe.
Okay, heard that one before. It's a twist on exist. Go.
Sit next to them.
That's semi-new. I've heard people say that thin people don't like when a fat person sits by them. Of course, I argued that it's only if you're spilling into my seat. Do we have an issue?
Walk past them.
Okay, yeah, that one really gets my goat. You exist all that you want, but don't you ever walk past me, dude. Hoo-hoo, you will get on my bad side, son. You can walk parallel to me, but don't you dare try to go perpendicular. Once you start doing this little number, it's on, son.
I mean, I can go on for hours, but...
Are you sure? Because I've heard all those answers before. I can go on for hours saying stuff that other people said too. All I gotta do is go look it up first.
That's a start.
Dude, that wasn't just a start. That was a finish, because that was nothing new. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Exist in outdoor spaces.
Another exist, like we haven't heard this one before, but wait. In outdoor spaces? You will go indoors from now on. Is that what I want? Is that what you think I want you to do? Do I want you inside or outside? I don't know. I've never been asked. I want you indoors. That's right. You stay out of the outdoors, okay? That's for thin people. There's not enough room for all of us outside in the great beyond. I want obese people all crammed into a building for some reason.
I've been in the outdoor industry for a decade now, basically.
You've been in the outdoor industry for a decade now. Okay, well, I've been going outside my whole life.
And it never ceases to amaze me how annoyed and pissed off more slender people get.
Can you tell us, like, what your job actually is? When you say you work in outdoor spaces, like, dude, that is literally the vaguest description of anything that I've ever heard in my entire life. You go skydiving, rock climbing, you work at a carnival, like, I don't know. There's a million jobs that you could do outside. You're a game warden? I don't know, man. You work in outdoor spaces and people get angry about that? Like, dude, it's the great outdoors. There's plenty of room for all of us out here. What are they talking about?
When they see me out there.
Out where? In the woods? What? I don't understand. Are you a hiking instructor? What is going on?
Especially guiding whitewater.
Guiding whitewater, especially. Okay, so you're a whitewater river rafting instructor person. Although you said especially when you do that. So you guide other outdoor activities and sometimes whitewater rafting as well? I'm not sure if, like, when you go whitewater rafting, the place that you do it at offers other types of stuff too. I'm guessing so, like hang gliding, bungee jumping or something. I don't know, man.
Don't get me wrong, some people love it. They're super supportive and really nice, but I've had so much to deal with. And that's been anything from backpacking to whitewater to just regular old hiking.
Okay, so I guess you work at like an outdoor place where you do hiking, backpacking, and whitewater rafting. Sometimes when people get you as a guide, they don't have the utmost faith in you as a guide, apparently because of your larger size. I understand now.
I don't know why people want to feel superior about these kind of activities, but I mean, I've been doing them for so long.
Yeah, I'm sure people do treat you a little different, you know, being out there doing physical stuff as a larger person, but they should actually be happy and proud of you. They should be like, wow, dude, you really move.
At this point, I have nothing to prove, but people still want to challenge my knowledge in the outdoors all the time, so.
Question, if we're out on a hike and I challenge your knowledge of the outdoors, if I beat you, do I get to be the new guide? Is that how it works? Did you dethrone the last guide? You came to a fork in the trail and you're like, I think we should go left. And they're like, I think we should go right. And then everybody but you went to the right and they all fell off a cliff and got mauled by mountain lions. And then you had to go down and rescue them all and pull their battered, bloody corpses up through the mountaintop all by yourself, suckling on Fernando's blood as your only form of sustenance. Oh my God. Oh wait, what were we talking about? Sorry, I got a little carried away. Okay, so people don't trust you. Okay, gotcha.
I'm constantly having to prove myself no matter what.
Well, that's life, you know. We all have to prove ourselves constantly to everyone around us. Everyone around us has little to no faith in our abilities. That's why we have to prove them wrong and make sure they don't go off the cliff, and then we have to drag their battered corpses up to safety again. Next.
What's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I wear clothing that's unflattering, so...
How dare you. This chick's face seems really familiar to me, so I'm sorry if I've responded to this one before. I wasn't sure if I had just seen her when I was passing through the videos, or if I had actually responded to this video yet, so I apologize if I have. Either way, we've got another I wear revealing clothes.
Crop tops, things that show skin, tight clothes, things that show rolls.
Do you wear the boom boom shorts? That's what I wear, where both of my cheeks are hanging out. And the shorts only go like halfway down the cheek. Show off a little bit of the goods, you know? Let everybody know that I'm open for business. I'm sorry for making you picture that, man. Oh God, I'm going off the rails.
And just things that accentuate my fatness rather than covering it.
You wear things that accentuate your fatness rather than covering it. So you wear like shorts that are like 2 sizes too small, so everything is like, pow, really popping out. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I like to wear an extra small t-shirt myself. So she likes to wear clothes that not only don't hide her fatness, but actually accentuate it. So we're talking like a string bikini that is also like 3 sizes too small. So it's just like cutting in right here. It's just separating the boob into 2 separate boobs. Sorry. Next.
Fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Not just having great style, but having aspirational style.
Okay, so you have not only great style, but aspirational What angers me the most is that I have no idea what that means. Aspirational style? What are you talking about? This is way too highbrow for me. I know, man. Me too. I don't know.
I think that the fashion industry has a really hard time accepting that fat folks can actually have, you know, enviable style. And
all right, well, which is it? Enviable style or aspirational style? Do people envy you? Or do they aspire to be you? Or is your style aspiring to be something else as it is constantly evolving? See, I'm very confused.
And I think quite a few thin people are really angry when they see folks who don't inhabit a thin body wearing looks.
That is true. We get very angry. Most thin people are actually bitter, jealous wrecks. We see all these happy fat people living their best lives and we're like, how come I can't have that? If only.
They want to wear. And
oh, thin people see fat people wearing clothes that they want to wear. That's an interesting take because we often hear people within the fat acceptance community complaining that there's no good fat clothes or that thin people are buying up all the fat clothes from the thrift store. That's a stark contrast to thin people envy the clothes that fat people wear.
Dressing in a manner that they find admirable.
I don't think anybody's looking to obese people for fashion inspiration. And it ends right there. That last one was pretty unique, even though I do think it's a bunch of bollocks. At least she didn't say exist, huh? We did not have any My Man So Hot this time. We had some confident, some exist, eyewear revealing clothes. How many did you correctly predict? My rage level? It's about a 2 out of 10, baby. That actually made me less angry. I was at about a 5 when we came into this thing. That actually mellowed me out somehow. Not me, I'm more enraged than ever. Oh, Punchy, you're always murderously angry. Alright, then take it off. Take it all off, baby. You ain't... If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.